So you're looking to make a move to Seattle and you're looking to purchase a home in one of the Seattle proper neighborhoods, but like anybody else, you're probably focused on making sure you buy a home in an area that has great long-term growth. We're gonna see a continued increase in those home values so you can continue to build equity year after year. So in this video, I've gone through all the data through every single Seattle neighborhood, pulled the median prices and that growth over the last 5 years. And I've come up with a list of the 7 neighborhoods in Seattle proper that have had the highest growth in median home values over that 5-year time span. So this will give you a good lay of the land of some of the neighborhoods that have the quickest and fastest growth. So if you're focused on a great ROI when you're purchasing a home, if you may end up selling it a handful of years down the road, this may give you some good data to go off of and help you make the decision of what some neighborhoods you might want to look in could be. Now, as I mentioned, this is focused on neighborhoods here in Seattle proper. If you're somebody that's also wanting to look into suburbs and look at that data, comment suburb down below and I'd be more than happy to pull the data for all the cities and suburbs in the Seattle metropolitan area and make the same video based on all of those areas as well. But let's dive right into it. I've got the top 7 Seattle neighborhoods here. Let's count it down from 7 to 1. So number 7 is Magnolia here. Now Magnolia sits on a quiet peninsula just northwest of downtown Seattle, and it's bordered by Elliott Bay and the Ballard Locks. Despite being only 10 to 15 minutes away from the city center, Magnolia really feels like a world away. It feels like living in a suburb still within the city. It's peaceful, residential, and surrounded by water on 3 sides. Now the median home prices here in Magnolia from 2020 to 2025 have gone up by 35%. In 2020, median home prices were $1,113,000. Currently in 2025, they're at $1.5 million. It's no surprise that Magnolia is on this list because it's such a wonderful area to live. This is one of Seattle's largest neighborhoods by land area, with winding streets, large lots, and a suburban feel, like I said, within city limits. It's really popular among professionals and families who want some tranquility without sacrificing proximity again to that access to downtown Seattle or maybe South Lake Union. You'll find a lot of mid-century modern homes, updated craftsmen's, older craftsmen's that may need some TLC, and new luxury builds perched on the bluffs with incredible Puget Sound views. There are of course a lot of properties around Magnolia that fetch multi-million-dollar price tags because you have some great views from multiple different vantage points here in this neighborhood. Now the crown jewel of Magnolia is here in Discovery Park. Now this is Seattle's largest park. It's over 500 acres of walking trails, beaches, and meadows. It is absolutely gorgeous. You can take a hike down to the lighthouse right there on the beach, and you're gonna have some magnificent views. Also in Magnolia, you have the Magnolia Village, which offers boutique shopping and cafes and weekly farmers markets. As more buyers really seek space and a bit more peaceful of an atmosphere right here in the city, a lot of those shifted their focus out to Magnolia. All right, let's head to number 6 on this list, and this is Phinney Ridge. Now, Phinney Ridge sits atop a long ridge between Ballard and Green Lake. It is really one of Seattle's most community-oriented neighborhoods. It's located just 10 to 15 minutes north of downtown Seattle, and its elevated position really offers spectacular views of the Olympic Mountains. Now, median home prices here in Phinney Ridge have also gone up by 35%, so tied here with Magnolia. In 2020, those median home prices were $925,000, and in 2025, those median home prices were $1.25 million. Now, keep in mind, I don't think I mentioned it earlier, this whole list, I'm talking about residential home prices, not necessarily condominium prices. Now, Phinney Ridge certainly has a little bit more of a small town feel, though located right in the middle of the city. It's very walkable, family friendly, and filled with century-old craftsman homes that have been really well maintained. Of course, you're gonna find some crown jewels that are absolutely spectacular. You're gonna find some more homes that are in a bit of a fixer-upper situation, and many in between. But as a whole, residents here are really proud of their neighborhood and the upkeep of their property, and that really shows when you drive through the streets of Phinney Ridge. You'll have mostly single-family homes here in Phinney Ridge. Again, a lot of early 1900s homes. You will have also some newer townhomes scattered throughout. You're gonna have streets that are lined with mature trees and sidewalks, and really just give it a great and walkable feel. Now, Phinney Ridge is home to the Woodland Park Zoo, so you have great access if you are somebody that would want to visit the zoo on a consistent basis. You also have great access to Green Lake and Lake Union. Now, if you've watched my videos in the past, you probably know that I am an active real estate agent here in the greater Seattle area, and I do specialize in helping people relocate here here to Seattle proper or some of the Seattle suburbs when they're moving here from out of state. So if that sounds like you and you need some help on that process on figuring out where you want to live when you come over here to the Seattle area and finding that right home for your family, feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to chat with you about your goals and see how I can help you make that transition much easier and so you end up in a place that you're really gonna love. All right, let's continue with number 5 here on the list, and this is Laurelhurst. Now, Laurelhurst is certainly one of Seattle's most prestigious enclaves. It's tucked along the shores of Lake Washington, northeast of downtown, about a 15-minute drive to the city center. It's very quiet, residential, and defined by winding streets with mature trees and stunning water views. Now, the median home prices here in Laurelhurst have gone up by 38% over the last 5 years. In 2020, those median prices were $1,685,000, and here in 2025, those median home prices are $2,320,000. Now, Laurelhurst offers a traditional suburban vibe with city convenience, kind of like we talked about with Magnolia. Again, it's heavy residential with a great pride of ownership, as you can tell when you drive through these streets of Laurelhurst. You'll find a mix of stately older homes, thoughtfully remodeled mid-century designs, and some luxury new construction. There are plenty of waterfront and view properties here in Laurelhurst as well. Now, residents here in Laurelhurst enjoy private access to Lake Washington for swimming, sailing, paddleboarding, taking out your boat, just enjoying the outdoor water recreation here. Laurelhurst is near U Village as well, so you have great access to local shopping just a short drive away. Laurelhurst really has a strong demand for lakefront or lake view homes, has top tier schools, and it really combines the old Seattle prestige with more modern family convenience. All right, moving on to number 4 on the list, this is University District. Now, the University District, or U District as you'll hear it called around here, sits directly north of downtown Seattle across the Montlake Cut. It's anchored, of course, by the University of Washington. It was once known mainly for student housing, although it's rapidly evolving into one of Seattle's hottest redevelopment zones. Now, the median home prices here in the U District have gone up by 40% over the last 5 years, from about $766,000 in 2020 up to $1,075,000 in 2025. Now, the area has transformed a bit thanks to the Link light rail extension here, which connects the U District directly to downtown and many other Seattle neighborhoods. Now, here in the U District, you'll probably find the most variety when it comes to the type of homes and real estate as opposed to some of the other neighborhoods on this list. While many of these neighborhoods are very highly residential, you're going to have a much larger mix of commercial and apartment and condo buildings spread throughout the U District, of course, because it is right there next to University of Washington. So you're going to have some more affordable housing options here. You're still going to find some mix of some older 1900s, early 1900s homes here spread throughout the U District, as well as some newer townhomes and everything in between. Now, the U District is home to the Ave, which is a stretch of cafes, shops, and really global cuisine. It also has the nearby University Village, which I mentioned there over when we talked about Laurelhurst. Now, the University Village is a large shopping center, over 71 anchor tenants when it comes to shops and restaurants and all sorts of things to do right here at University Village. Lake Union and the Burt Gilman Trail are also nearby and provide great outdoor recreation. All right, moving on to number 3, this is Green Lake. Now, Green Lake sits about 5 miles north of downtown and revolves around one of Seattle's most iconic landmarks. This is Green Lake, of course. The median home prices here in Green Lake have gone up by 40% in the last 5 years, from $865,000 in 2020 up to $1.215 million here in 2025. Now, around Green Lake here, you have a 2.8 mile paved walking trail, which you can take advantage for your outdoor recreation, whether you want to go for a walk, ride your bike, walk the dog, go on your rollerblades, and just enjoy the outdoors. This trail around Green Lake is always lively and lots of people out enjoying the outdoors. Green Lake is also surrounded by many sports courts like basketball courts and pickleball and tennis courts. You've got play fields for soccer, baseball, anything you want to do here at Green Lake, you do have access to. You can launch a kayak, a paddleboard, or go swimming. There's just so many recreation opportunities here. This certainly attracts individuals and families who enjoy the outdoors. That's really what Green Lake is known for. Now, the neighborhood offers a mix of 1920s craftsman homes, charming bungalows, and new modern infill developments. Most lots are small but highly walkable to the local amenities like Green Lake and some of the shops and restaurants nearby. Many of those coffee shops and restaurants are right there next to Green Lake, so the entire area is walkable. You can walk from your front door, enjoy Green Lake, go for a jog, around the lake, maybe play in a local pickup basketball game or pickleball match, and then walk over and grab a bite to eat or a nice drink. People here in the Green Lake area really enjoy its unbeatable central location and just the amount, again, of outdoor recreation they have access to. All right, let's move on to number 2 on the list, and this is Madrona. So Madrona sits along the western shore of Lake Washington, just east of downtown Seattle. It's really known for its hillside streets with sweeping lake and Bellevue skyline views. It really gives it a peaceful yet upscale vibe. Now, the median home prices here in Madrona have increased by 45% in the last 5 years. In 2020, those median home prices were $1,070,000, and in 2025, those median home prices have gone to $1.55 million. Now, Madrona has a really strong community feel. It's smaller than the nearby Capitol Hill, but with a very similar artistic and independent streak. The tree-lined streets and mix of architectural styles make it feel both historic and modern at the same time. Now, housing is going to range from restored 1900s Victorians to sleek modern homes and everything in between. The elevation of the neighborhood really provides some stunning views, and the limited inventory of Lakeview homes really keeps competition high here. Now, you have access to Madrona Beach Park, which is certainly a summer favorite here in those nice, sunny, warm months, and you have a small little commercial core there on 34th Avenue, which features local shops and restaurants and boutiques. But with a combination of lake views and access to downtown and really a small community atmosphere, it really makes this neighborhood desirable. All right, we've reached number 1 on the list here. It is Madison Park. Now, Madison Park is one of Seattle's oldest and most prestigious neighborhoods. It sits directly on Lake Washington, just 10 minutes from downtown. Madison Park offers really a resort-style living right here in the city. Now, median home prices here have gone up by 50% over the last 5 years, from $2,145,000 in 2020 up to $3,220,000 in 2025. Now, it really feels like a charming lakeside village with a timeless, refined energy. Streets are lined with manicured gardens, luxury homes, and boutique shops. Despite its exclusivity, it really still maintains a warm and community-centric feel. For real estate here, you can find some grand lakefront estates, luxury condos, and restored early 1900s craftsman homes. The neighborhood has a main hub here that features some high-end restaurants, cafes, boutiques, and coffee shops. And you can also enjoy Madison Park Beach, the Washington Park Arboretum, and Broadmoor Golf Club here, all within a very quick distance. Madison Park's location, lifestyle, and prestige have really made it one of the top performers here when it comes to Seattle proper neighborhoods. Now, as you can tell, Seattle neighborhoods all have their each individual story, and these 7 have really delivered when it comes to that return on investment for those that have purchased a home in these areas. So again, if that sounds like you, if you're somebody that's moving over here looking for the right neighborhood that fits your lifestyle, and you want to talk further about finding that right place for you and starting to look for some homes, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to chat with you. Even if it's not one of these 7 neighborhoods, there's still some other great neighborhoods in Seattle that could really fit your lifestyle if one of these isn't checking all the boxes. I'd be more than happy to walk through all of the neighborhoods, all of the options for you, or the outlying suburbs if you're looking to be outside of Seattle proper. You can contact me here at my info below. Would look forward to chatting with you. Thanks for watching this one.